Nessa girl, let me tell you something. I'm feeling some kind of way right now. Because I woke up early this morning and did the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta video. And then I sat down and ate me some breakfast, not realizing that I got on this lipstick that just, you know, it take an act of Congress to get it off. And I just came back from upstairs walking the dog, and I said, let me go in the bathroom and pee and see if my face is oily so I can jump back on camera. Lo and behold, I got this damn purple lipstick on my damn lips. And now I see why the other dog walkers downstairs was looking at me crazy as hell. Lord, it's one of them mornings. Nonetheless, y'all been harassing the hell out of me about Southern Charms, New Orleans. And I've been on the fence about if I wanted to add this to our list of growing conversations. Fortunately, this morning I'm in the spirit. The right person tweeted me and I was like, I'll go ahead and give y'all a cumulative review of where we at with it now. You know, like I said, I didn't have to catch up with Southern Charm because I was already watching it. It come on Sunday and or whatever day we watch Housewives, so I just rolled right on in it. And quite frankly, for me, it has been white noise in the background. I mean, every now and again, I'll turn my head and catch something. And because it didn't have me all enthralled in what was going on, was the reason I chose not to like permanently make it a mainstay on my channel. But let's just get into what I think thus far. I think we're 3 or 4 episodes in, and I'm not finna go episode through episode. We just gonna go in this video, we just gonna go character by character. Starting with Tamica. I don't like her. It rubbed me odd when the show first started and they were like, oh, this local news personality is going to be on a reality show. So I already kind of was looking like a confused dog because I know how strict and sterile the news business is. So I was not expecting her to come on and give much outside of a pretty face and the facade of a perfect marriage. Nonetheless, Mama came on and is giving a whole lot, and quite frankly, what she's giving, I don't have time for. I can't get with Tamica's entitled attitude, and not entitled in the white privilege sense, but entitled in the sense that she feels it's okay to interject her opinions at the wrong times, say what she wants to say to people at the wrong time, or pop up when she feels like it. Like everything has to be on her terms, and I really don't like that. And then this last episode, when she just found it impossible to apologize, my psyche and my spirit just don't have room for anything like that at all. And it's just unattractive. Like it just comes off as some spoiled brat type shit. Especially when she started giving that half-ass non-apology. And then she prefaced with, well, I don't owe everybody here an apology. Then she tried to justify her movements. I didn't like all of that at all. I didn't like it at all. Her husband, Barry, I want to drink his bathwater. Barry fine as fuck, especially when they showed that big, fine-ass, muscular, wet booty in that shower. Woo! Yes, God, honey. Let me tell you something. If ever Tamica got on your nerve, Daniva got a place for you to stay, honey, and I can cook, okay? Listen. I ain't even finna start with that lady husband this morning because I said I'm turning over a new leaf and I'm trying to have some more self-esteem about myself. But baby, Barry ass can get it. I like Barry. He seems to be level-headed. You know, with the situation when Quay was on the episode, I don't really know what to say about the whole exchange between he and Quay, and then him ultimately calling Quay a faggot. Because the way that scene was edited, it feels as if there was a whole barrage of words that we missed. From my interpretation of the scene, Quay was in the corner having a drink. John was talking with them. They were having a conversation. I guess a tie needed to be broken. John called Quay in. Quay interjects. his opinion. Then the conversation was over, and it was left with John, Tamica, and Barry speaking. Next thing we see, Quay is walking. Quay and John are leaving, and Quay screams back something, something, something insecure, and then she says, "Buy you something. Get you and your parrot bird friend." And he says, "At least I don't look like one." I don't know Quay. I met him once, but I know human nature and human behaviors. When they initially had the conversation, they ended on a positive note. It was like, okay, that's what you think, and no problem. Quay was nice. He was like, but then again, I'm on 4 cocktails right now, so what do I know? Then he goes back to his corner. I just don't foresee Quay walking out of the stairs and for some unsolicited reason hurling an insult Tamica's way. Granted, I don't know this young man. I can't vouch for him, but it just felt a little off. It felt like there was some more discord between them at some point, which led to him throwing that. I may be giving him too much credit. I don't know. This brings me to another conversation really quickly, and I was going to make a separate video about it, and I still might. For whatever reason, in the heat of battle, Barry calling Quay a faggot did not bother me. It didn't. Now, I'm a different breed of gay. I'm 34 years old, and I am very much part of the LGBTQ community. But I'm lost on when faggot became the new N-word. I really am. And it's unfortunate to say, but I've grown up my entire life being called a faggot, right? So I'm so desensitized to the word. And then I also think about when I was growing up and being called faggots by all kind of people. There was never an instance where an ally or an adult jumped in and said, "You're not supposed to say that. Like, that's a very bad word." Like, I'm from Miami, Florida, and, in the time that I grew up, you just used faggot, sissy, or punk to describe a gay person. And yet it was also used as an insult to emasculate a man if you were in the heat of battle. But I'm just lost. I'm just lost on when it became the new N-word. And because I'm lost on that, I don't necessarily, and I know this may sound bad, and a lot of people in the gay community may take issue with what I'm about to say, but it's kind of like when somebody hurls the word faggot and then everybody gets up in arms, it's kind of hard for me to jump on that bandwagon because I'm not getting it. Like, the connection is not being made. So somebody help me make the connection. Nonetheless, I am reasonable enough and fair enough in my thinking to know that despite me not knowing when it became the new N-word, it is the new N-word. What I do like about what came out of that situation was a very good teaching moment when they all got on the boat and they were talking about it. And then the other young man told his story, that a secret that only he and Tamica knew, about him being gay, so on and so forth. It created for good conversation, but and I respect the fact, unlike Tamica, that Barry was truly remorseful and able to own his ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And learned from it. I also like what the white gentleman, I don't know his name, I can't remember his name, interjected about sports and sports as it related to gay men. And just masculinity as a whole. Anything outside of uber masculine is viewed as weakness, and that's why, so on and so forth. And that translates sports. That's just being a man in America, period. The worst thing you can ever call a straight man is a sissy or a fag or imply that he's gay. And in the black community, the shit is even worse. Like, being gay, I tell people all the time, yeah, it's hard being a black man in this country, but it's even worse being a gay black man, because at least a black man can come and run to the arms of his community, be it his church community, his family, his home, his neighborhood. When you are a black Gay man, there's nowhere for you to turn. I don't care how progressive we've gotten, how open mind the world is starting to become about gay life. It is very difficult in the black community being gay. You know, you got situations where your mama know, but she's still embarrassed and don't want her sisters to know, so she prefer you really don't bring it up. And do you got to be this gay? Do you got to bring your girlfriend around? The people in the church know you gay. They'll take your tithes money, but you can't get married there, and they prefer you dress in traditional gender roles in the damn church. It's just a lot when it comes to being like, being black in this country is already nuanced enough. Being gay and black adds a whole nother level of complication. And this is supposed to be about Southern charm. So let me get back on it. Whitefish. Reagan, let me talk to you, daughter. I think her name Rachel, the other black girl, she told you right. If you go to the French Quarter and leave your man wherever the hell he is, you are surely headed towards divorce. And here's the thing, Rachel, not Rachel, whatever, Whitefish, whatever her name is. I said this in a few previous videos. When things don't make sense, it's for no other reason because when things don't make sense, it's for no other reason than they don't make sense. This shit she talking about need to be in the French Quarter and be closer to law school, that's why she needs an apartment. Okay, I rock with that. But I think any reasonable person who distance from school is truly a problem, their wish would be, I wish I could pack up my whole entire life and my family and move it closer to this school. For whatever reason you want, it seems to me that closer distance to school is not what you want, and it's actually further distance from your husband. Because if all it was about was being closer to school, then I'm not understanding why your husband can't be there with you. It honestly feels like you need distance from him, or you desire distance from him. And if you do, it's perfectly okay. Just say that. Acknowledge what the hell is going on. But to play on this man's intelligence and to play on everybody else's intelligence around you, it just ain't cool. And you not that smart because nobody buying it. Like the shit you saying out your mouth just don't make sense. And the issue that I have with you, and it's the issue that I have with another reality star friend that I'm close to right now, is you get upset when people see through your bullshit. Like, you can't try to pull the wool over people's eyes, and then when they're not buying the story you sell, now you frustrated and you huffing and puffing and got an attitude. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. John, you are good to look at. John annoys me slightly, all right? And I'm going to be very candid here. He annoys me slightly, but I have not pinpointed if it's 100% him or if it's slightly to do with my own issues from like high school and college. And what do I mean about that? What are my own issues? Never in life have I ever been the sexy, fine, beautiful body boy that the general public desired physically, right? Okay, so you go through high school and college and you see all these people around you who, quite frankly, you know, in your mind, you're better than, you're smarter than, you're funnier than, you're more articulate than, but they seem to be getting everything based on how they look. Because they so fine and they cool, people gravitate towards them. And yeah, that was an issue that I did have in high school and early college until I came into myself and realized that, yeah, I might not have it physically, but my other attributes are equally, if not more, you know, attractive. Nonetheless, he triggers something in me. He reminds me of the kid in high school that got everything because he was the star athlete, dumb as a box of rocks, personality of bullshit, but he was fine and cool and everybody flocked to him. And this is the end result of it when they become an adult, because he still has some of those it's all about me tendencies, i.e. showing up to a party with no damn shirt on. Yeah, and yes, you fine and you got abs and whatnot, and maybe I'm hating because I don't have them. I don't know. I don't think I am, but it's just kind of off. For me, it was off-putting. And for me, it just reminded me of high school athlete and college athlete antics. So I don't know, y'all could be Dr. Phil today. Help me understand this. Are y'all reading John the same way, or is it just my issue? The other female, the one that Tamica don't really care for, the one that she said is like a STD that everybody had. I had her in middle school, high school, the one who looked like Quad from Married to Medicine season 1 with the big forehead out, the fake philanthropist. I don't like her. I don't even care for her enough to even speak on her. And the other guy, see, I don't even know all their names yet. The bigger dude who has the light-skinned girlfriend who Tamica instigated that whole situation about, he said she's not the one. He's really cool. I kind of look at him as like the moderator of the situation. Is he the nucleus of the group? I'm not sure. Nonetheless, y'all, that's what I got on Southern Charm thus far. I hope the white dude doesn't have CTE. He definitely got a damn drinking problem because he turns into another person under the influence. And this gets us caught up. I ain't gonna promise y'all I'm gonna call y'all again about Southern Charm. I mean, y'all want me to, so I guess I will. I'm already watching it or whatever. I mean, you know, it do give me a reason to make an extra coin or whatever. But this is our catch-up video. That's what I think about Southern Charm, and we'll see where things go. If y'all want me to review Southern Charm some more, bitch, you better like and subscribe, and I'll call you later. Bye.